pride, faith, art, and tradition. A commitment to life at a different pace.
Such disrespect.
Hello.
Is it on?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, you're.
Yeah, buddy.
Turns on the iPad. I was. Oh yeah.
Terry.
Is the volume good?
No, it's alive. It's on.
Yeah, buddy. Let me see here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to say it's on there.
What's happening, everybody? Let me see here. See who we got on here. Brother Nolan, we got Curtis, we got Brother Sean, Brother Dan, Marcine, Larry Brown, my brother John, Infidel Graphics. We appreciate you, brother. My brother Anthony. We'll wait for a few more people to come on. Hope you guys are doing good. My brother Steven in the house. Kind of a little bit of a different view tonight because we're going to be doing the 2 bags. And of course, as you can see, I took all that tape off from last week, of course. So whoever was watching last week, just pretend you didn't watch last week. Laugh out loud. Yeah. You know how that goes. Brother Dio in the house. Brother Freddie in the house. Lloyd in the house. I got my Denver family in the house. Way cool. Hope you guys are doing good. So we'll give it a minute more. Like I say, ended up untaping. You guys remember what we had last week? I kind of had the ribbon kind of going through it. And then, man, and it looked cool what I had, but man, I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? This, of course, is going to be, this is a duplicate, of course, of what is on the tank. So, like I say, I'll kind of show too. Let me kind of go. Just want to go over some of these little spots real quick before. I've been taping on it. We taped last night. My son had taped a board too last night. We were up till late. Then taping for the last 4 hours probably too. Brother Chuck in the house. So, and of course you guys, I'll have to, let me see which one this is. Let's see. No, this will not be that one. So I'm going to get, if you guys could.
Yes.
Want to hold, if somebody can hold. Of course, you have clean hands. So Rudy, you have clean hands. You might have it good enough. So Rudy, if you want to hold it. And of course, I'm going to move this over a little bit without causing a scene. Laugh out loud. I know, flashed everybody, butt crack, y todo. And of course, so I ended up pretty much, let me see. Yeah. So I can see this, so I can see. Go a little lower, Rudy. Oh, there we go. So I pretty much duplicated. This has got this in here. Did almost the same pattern. Added a little bit different there. And that way it's going to match up in the middle. I was just way more happy. And these are the only sections, like I say, this, the front fender, and this are the only sections that are getting the scrolls. But man, I just felt like I really had to put the scrolls on that. At least. So I got it. So we'll be doing, get this turned. You guys will be seeing the back of my head quite a few times. But let me make sure to Put this back where it needs to go. Okay. Boom. So, and of course, now it was the whole thing too, trying to figure out what, because you know we're going the gold. We're going the gold, of course, gold into the part of the tank, and then orange on the top of the tank. So I'm gonna end up doing the orange, the top of the lids of the bags, and then actually back on this section here, to where it's gonna go all the way back, will be orange. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and at first I was gonna do gold in here again, which would have looked really nice. And then you got to think, then we could have done like orange and red. It would have kind of looked like the, you know, the tank, you know, kind of the breakup on the tank. And, but then I'm like, man, you know, want to continue to keep with that gold to the orange and red. So like I say, probably going to do mainly red on the sides here. And then got to still figure out on the little side covers what I'm going to do on those to try to break that up, because I'm not trying to get crazy on those. And then what do you got, Rudy? You got some speaker, like what are those other pieces that you got? Yeah, the speaker little covers. It's got some little speaker covers, and of course I ain't going to do really no patterns on those, but we got to get color on them, and it matters back how that's going to look. But I guess till we get this part done and kind of get a little bit more, then that'll kind of determine what those little pieces are going to go. But like I say, we kind of broke it up, and then I mean it'll look pretty cool. And like I say, we got the 3 shades, got a few in there. This is basically like literally a copy of what I did on the tank and part of the fender on the front fender. So like I say, today we're going to try to get this sprayed. So pretty much this section, all what you see there. Now last minute we did a little border along the edge, trying to divide that up, because this will be what's going to go orange. Orange. And then of course, like I told you guys last week, you know, somehow it got chipped in between the time it's been setting and getting moved around. So in those areas, just going to do some white solid. So I'll do white around. There's even a little sand through up here too on this one too. You know, they get banged around, especially getting moved around all this whole time. So definitely. What's happening, Jeremy? Yes, my brother just ordered the VHS 900. Yeah, that went out. Definitely can't wait for you to try that. What's happening, Radar? Definitely appreciate you guys, family. Definitely hit that like button, like and subscribe if you haven't. Of course, I see everybody on here's family. But we do get a lot of people that are watching that aren't like signed in through an email or don't have a YouTube set up. So they're just literally on there.
200 on TikTok too.
Got you. Yeah, TikTok family, what's up? What's happening? So I'm going to start we're going to start shooting the whites. It's going to be a little noisy. So I'm not going to be answering too many questions. It's going to be more of a kind of watch me work. I'll try to do a little bit of talking. But basically going to do our whites in the areas wherever I feel fit. And then going to start with some red and do, like I say, we're going to do the 3 shade of the reds. And if there's anything kind of left, a little orange. And then here's the next question. This piece, like I say, that I have on the tank, that I did the red. Of course, this main design to kind of break it up. This is that design here. So now back here, what do I do here? Do I do gold since I did red up here, and then all of this is going to be red, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. So I hope, you know, you guys get to check out kind of what we had done last week. It's coming along, looking good. Piece by piece. Rudy's bike, part 25. Just kidding. So I'm going to turn on the fan and we are going to get going. Hey, is that compressor even plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Brother Vlad. What's that like saying? 4 layers.
What's up?
What's up, John?
Hey, Lloyd said, please put in one super sticker.
Hey, thank you, Lloyd. Really appreciate it, brother. I'm just barely putting a little white to drown out the flake. Okay, I think that's about it for the whites. And I kind of want to go. What? Let me go in here.
Grandpa said that empty spot right there is just perfect for a blue lightning bolt.
There you go. What's happening, Jad? Okay. So now, grab the red. Let me see, which one can't we see?
Yeah.
Brother Manuel, what's happening?
Somebody on TikTok asked you, what does the white effect do?
It deadens the where the flake is, and it gives it a 3D, and it makes wherever I shoot white look after I shoot candy on it, it looks like a solid color, and it just gives it a lot of depth. Hey, Rudy, probably moved that pink tank, yeah.
Steve said that bike is gonna be insane, Rob.
Yeah, buddy, appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, buddy.
Speaking of hats, we just got a bunch of new hats in. We'll have to put them up.
Yeah, a bunch of new hats in.
Rob, are you using candy base or concentrate?
Candy base. Just candy in our 500 Intercoat Clear candy carrier. These are all the ready to spray. Boom. Now this would be like the 3 coats.
Jeremy asked, Rob, is it possible to get ready to spray candy in a quart size?
Yeah, for sure. And that, you know, me and Dave's phone numbers in the description. I know we got your number. Hit us up. We can do that. And then we can figure it out, you know, to pay with the credit card over the phone instead of going through the website, since we don't have it on the website.
And then Greg said, hello from Vancouver.
What is happening, Brother Greg? How's the caddy coming?
He said, I definitely will, especially when I want to paint something bigger than a skateboard.
For sure. We appreciate you, man. All you guys that continue to support us, we can't thank you enough. It really means the world to us.
Greg said it's almost back together. Sides are repainted, the inside truck cans are patterned up. I added vintage air AC and ACES fuel injection.
Yeah, buddy. Try to get it to her. This one's a little bit darker.
Nourish and Fidel Graphics says, Rob, you're quickly becoming my go-to supplier, man.
I really appreciate it, brother. Really, really. Get a little bit more here, then we're ready to start untaping our first set.
And somebody asked, what's your location? Where are you located out of?
In Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we have, it's an online store, as well as you can come in person. We're just out of the house. Okay, so, boom, boom, boom.
Jeremy said, anybody sleeping on the Vanderslice custom products, don't. They're absolutely top shelf, brother.
And I appreciate that, really. So, now we're going to start doing You know me, everything's taped. We have it taped in, we have it taped, ready to just spray, untape, tape, unspray. Get my head, heads out of this.
And what's this part of? Is it going in a lowrider?
This is Rudy's motorcycle. These are the bags. And of course they're flipped upside down just on these chairs because I don't have any fancy stands, you know what I mean? We're making do with what we got.
Greg asked how the tariffs affected your prices, Rob.
No, none of our prices. In fact, ours really hasn't changed. It's all you Canadians, Greg. Laugh out loud. Just kidding, man. I know a lot of people it is affecting, but it's all going to work out. It just needs some time to level out. That's a whole nother topic.
Go Fast Racing said, scraping at my buddy's late father's BSA chop, referencing photos of the way his dad originally painted it back in the 1950s.
Wow. Like to get this one too. Give me a new razor blade. This one is done. Okay. That razor blade has had it. Give me a lot. But I can still use it to pluck. Hey, and then let me tell you a little trick too. When you're doing stuff like this, you're gonna be having 30 razor blades all over the place. So what I do is literally, I will get my most recent one. I will wrap the metal with it. Especially this is good, especially if you put it in your mouth, so you're not biting on steel. I'll literally put, like right now, I could do green. Once this razor blade's kind of used up, I could wrap it with orange, a different one. That way you know what razor blade is your newest one. Because let me tell you, it's important. It is important. What's happening, Brother Sean? It is important to keep switching razor blades because they do get dull right away. And they get really dull a lot quicker than they used to, let me tell you. So, and like I say, we are going around and we're plucking the first pre-taped pattern. There we go. And all of this is where I taped for the little accent like we did. This should go pretty quick, except for our shading. Got quite a few hours taping on it. And for you guys just tuning in, you guys remember last week what I taped on it? Well, I took all of that off, of course. You know me, I'm a glutton for punishment, and yep. Like I say, most of my stuff I try to pre-plan everything out to where it's pretty much kind of pre-taped, and you just got to kind of pluck and peel and do the next one and do the next one. Boom, all those little nails are looking pretty good. Just want to go back, double check, make sure everything's pretty much untaped on that one. I'm going to move this one over just a little bit. So same thing. Going to untape the first set. We won't be live next Thursday. We are going for the Lowrider Bike Leadership Conference out in Olathe, Kansas. We'll be out there next week in Olathe, Kansas.
Daniel asked, when is the bike ride through the Arroyo?
I know, man. Definitely when the school, we're done with the program, that'd be way cool for you to come down here. You will love it.
Are you gonna get some Kansas City barbecue?
Yeah, Kansas City barbecue.
Absolutely. Daisha will answer that. Yes, we are gonna be getting barbecue.
I remember last time my brother Michael Legs, we tried to go take us to eat at this super fancy barbecue place. And of course there was like a 2-hour wait. I forget what it was, the name of it. Huge place. I was like, this is crazy. And because it was such a long wait, man, we just ended up going somewhere else. But okay, so back to this. Want to make sure everything. And this, I pretty much did a mirror image. There might be a little. Just want to make sure to go in.
Vlad said, I cannot wait to get candies and then your coat from you guys so I can peel tape up like that.
I know. Let me tell you, Vlad, we still have your box. Let me tell you, we still have your box wrapped up for you.
And then Dio sent $20 and said, come on, YouTube family, let's send the Vanderslices and Rudy to dinner.
Yeah.
Let's show some appreciation for all the knowledgeable videos.
Appreciate that, Dio. Really, man. We love you, brother. Appreciate you guys. And of course, so now I'm going to come back. So that was 3 coats of the apple red are ready to spray. So now I'm going to go back. This is back to the 3 shade, 3 fade. I'm going to go again. Another probably 2 to 3 coats, and then we'll untape the next step, and then we'll untape that last step, and we'll see where it's going to lead us to.
Looking good.
looking glass everywhere.
Rex said I will get in on that dinner and he said he's 25.
Man,
And Bill Douglas said, what up, Rob? It is looking slick.
thank you, my brother. Now while this is drying, I'm going to shoot this one. Then we'll go back one more time. And then we'll untake the next step. Like you see, I'm going over everything. So it's darkening what I already sprayed. And then, of course, all these new patterns that are untaped are going to be a shade lighter. And then we're going to do that again. Almost how to show some of the bikes from the bike club.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely come on.
Watch, Dave's just going to pull up some of the bikes from this week.
Let me send you some first.
The Lowrider after school program. Man, the fabricated bikes have been getting painted really nice. And like I say, we've been letting the kids do 95% of it. So I'm going to need to put a little bit more red. We got the red out there.
Thank you, Mando. You put in an order.
Hey, thank you for sure. Way appreciate it.
Jeremy said, I wonder how many thousands of miles of tape Rob has been through in his life. What do you think, Dad?
I don't know. That's a good one. My dad's added up quite a bit just from one job. But and then I have my son. He has have a trailer out in the back. I have a bunch of the tape from the last 6 years saved in there. You know, and you guys see, I'll do the big old afro with all the tape, but huge. You know what I mean? We on Instagram and all that too. What's up, Instagram family? What's up, Facebook family? So I'm gonna go.
Alfredo said, hey, Rob, I have a question. How do you mix the candy concentrate and thinner coat or binder?
Yeah, so the rate is usually 8 to 1, but I never go by that. It's really your discretion, but that's like what you're supposed to do. 1 part concentrate to 8 parts of binder. I try to add more in there to where you get quicker coverage. If you're doing a straight candy though, it needs to be about the 8 to 1 ratio. But there's no like set that it has to be. I appreciate that, John.
And Lauren said, hey Rob, checking in Las Vegas, New Mexico. How you doing?
Yeah, buddy. What's happening, Lauren?
Jeremy said you got the world's biggest ball of pigment tape.
Yeah. So this will basically be kind of, we're up to 5.5 coats now, 6 coats. We did 3, we did 3. You want to call it 2.5?
Carlos says, saludos from the Lowrider Stylist Car Club from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, what is happening, my brother?
And Tokyo Costa says, looking good, my brother.
Hey, thank you, my brother. Hope you're doing good. Always much love to the Arizona family. That's where me and Rudy lived for a while. Kustom, right across from A Mountain. 22nd and South Freeway. That was the spot from 1992 to what me, I moved back in 95. Rudy stayed out there till 2000. Innovative styles. Okay. Kind of make sure what I got going on here. So that's boom. So now we're gonna untake for the next round. Like I say, this is all my 3 shade. You know, it's all kind of already taped, ready to go. You know, with me, I try to think it out, pre-plan it, so it's a little less work, because it's already enough work as it is.
And Carlos is actually Alvin Chavez's nephew.
Yeah, what's up?
And they asked, are you going to be using speed clear on the pieces tonight?
Yeah, I'm not gonna clear it tonight, because we're still gotta do this side. So we kind of put a border. In all reality, I should at least clear it with some inner coat, some of the 500, just to kind of protect it till I can get to it, which probably won't be till the following week. So the following week we'll be working on the orange part.
I'll show some pictures of the kids from the bike club.
Yeah, so Deja's gonna show some pictures from the Lowrider Bike Leadership After School Program. Check out this bike. Let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, explain it. Definitely talk about it.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, check out this bike. This is Israel. Man, he came up with this crazy shape, fabricated, and then he did a. He tries to do glitch. He calls it glitch, kind of like 80s computer glitch. Man, you have to see it up close, man. It's just crazy. Something different. It even had all of us thinking outside the box. He puts us to the test.
And then this next bike, he's a 3rd year student. He started with us when we first started the program. His name is Anjay. He's another one that did the little, like the fabrication.
Yeah, way cool. Watch. This is him working on his bike. He welded some angel wings on there. Did the little molding with Aaron and Patricio and the fabrication team, Chris. Way cool. How about Eternity's bike?
I don't think there's a cool finish. But I'm going through.
For sure.
So yeah, here you go. Eternity is actually the next pictures.
Okay, watch. This one is kind of hard to see in this pic, but she's going with the Joker theme. So we did like purple and green. We actually did some.
Well, definitely do some more pictures next week if I'm actually like finished. Here's one of the first year students. She's actually building her bike, putting it together. I know she's super excited.
Yep. Always want to make sure, man. There's always some hidden tape.
And here's another one. Is Vanderslice a second year student?
No, she's second year.
Second year student.
Yeah, second year student.
Some welding.
Yep. She's working on her bike. Okay, so now same thing. Yeah, way cool. And all these bikes are going to get shown at the Albuquerque Lowrider Super Show. Plus, let me tell you, they've been working on, for the RC car layout. One of the officers has been helping the kids. They have like things that are like, how do you put it? Things that are icons here in
Like
Albuquerque.
Staples, yeah.
Like Allsup's, Bob's Burgers, the Doghouse, quite a few things. So they're gonna have I mean, it's so cool. I forget what the building is downtown, what it's called, but the Hyatt.
Yeah. Magnus said, man, amazing work on those bikes. Dia, man, those bikes are awesome, super cool. Jeremy asked, where do they get the parts for the bikes?
So the bikes we buy, and then really they don't really have too many custom parts on these bikes. You know, the kids, if they want to buy, if they have money to buy like accessories for them, a lot of those you can get from my brother Hoser. He owns Santana Wheels, the lowrider bike store here in Albuquerque, and so a few of them have bought some extra parts, but their stock bikes, we get them, they're McCargy, and they already have like a little molding to them. But of course, the returning students got to fabricate their bikes and do something cool to it. Hopefully, you know, everybody that's from around here, hopefully you guys are going to get to see them at the Super Show June 1st here in Albuquerque. And like I say, we let the kids do the majority of the work on the bikes. So of course, you know, there's little things, they make mistakes. That way they can see their mistakes and learn from them. Next year, not to do that same thing. Okay, back to this. Want to kind of make sure got everything.
It's definitely you guys are a blessing.
Yeah, appreciate it, Lloyd.
Rasmussen, man, love those lowrider bikes. The kids are doing an amazing job.
They are, man.
Calvin said, what's up from Wyoming? I haven't been to the doghouse in years.
Yeah, what is happening, Reverend? We appreciate your support, brother. So now I'm going to do the... And then this one... Go.
Jody Baca said, God bless, brother. Awesome work. Robert Trevino, God bless you, brother.
Appreciate you, Robert. Thank you, Jody. You guys know Robert Trevino. He motorcycle of the year, I think 4 years in a row. I know for sure 3. He just went and picked his bike up, or is in the process of picking it up from the Peterson Museum. Beautiful bike, beautiful build. It's got a beautiful paint job from the Lil Brothers on it.
Lake, Kansas, Rob.
Yeah, buddy. We'll be out there next week. There's gonna have like a thing in on Friday. I forget what it is, like a community event there at. I think it's at the high school or wherever we're having the conference at. But there's gonna be a few people there from California. I'm one of the special guests for it. Have like a cool little thing, so definitely have to stop by.
And then Dia said, what pressure are you running your gun at?
I don't really ever do the pressure. I just, like I say, with me, I don't ever put, like I know this one has one on it, but man, you can't even see it. Everything I do, I adjust by feel. So this gun is an extension of me, and it's basically what I needed to do. And like I tell you, if you're shooting patterns, man, it is a constant adjusting, back to that fine tip, widening out the fan, little less material, more material, a little more pressure, little less, it's a constant adjustment. People don't realize, man, when you're shooting patterns, you got to think right now I'm doing wide fan, but if I was going in, like we will be here, then I'll be going in. I mean, you can adjust it to almost airbrush mode. And we could go in, like most people would be going in these places and hitting them individually. With me, my style, like I say, we went over it with the 3 coats. Then I untaped it because it's all pre-thought out. Then we went over it again 3 more times. So we darkened. Everything I shot first is getting darker and darker. The second one I shot is getting darker. Now this one is 3, so it's back to the whole 3 shade or 3 fade. And of course this is 3 shade. And now we got one more layer to undo. And then, but it looks like I need to shoot. I'm a little bit light on this one. Let me make sure.
And then Chad, who's out in Kansas, said, I'm a custom painter, airbrush artist in Kansas City. How would I be able to get involved with the kids, with the bike club?
Oh man, you let me tell you, Chad.
And Chad definitely, if he wants to text you, we can call him, yeah.
Let me tell you, let me connect you with Eric. They got the club out there at the Olathe school. And they do it every Monday, and let me tell you, they need volunteers over there. Let me tell you, we have here in Albuquerque over 20 mentors. Eric out there literally has 3 to 4 people helping him every week, and that is it. And he's got quite a few students too. He's the one who created the program. And speaking of Ozzy, brother Ozzy on here, he is one of the students from the class that graduated. I'm going to go with 3 years ago, and he was one of the students that really stood out. And let me tell you, a blessing. I've had him be one of the mentors teaching at the Kansas class. So definitely we will have to connect, Chad, 100%. Yeah, for sure. We're going to post a picture of Ozzy right now, watch. And of course, he's about 3 years older now.
Yeah.
But man, he's family to me, literally. Did you post it? Okay. Huh? Trying to find a good one. Okay, so.
It popped up. There it is.
Let's see what we got for Ozzy here. Yeah, buddy, that's Ozzy. When he came and took the class in Denver, gave him like a scholarship, kind of a discount deal on him doing the actual class in Denver. That would have been 3 years ago. This is crazy how time flies by.
Jody asked, are the bikes for the kids that they're doing, are they going to be showed
Yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be getting judged in their own class because man, they don't have no display. They don't have all the stuff that the other people have. So there'd be no way they could compete. So what's cool, they are gonna be doing like a like to where they're kind of judging them separate. And let me tell you though, like Ozzy that's on here, he's from Olathe out there, and 2 years ago he got best paint on his bike, one of the bikes that he had done out there in Kansas for the Lowrider bike after school program, and that was lumped in with the whole rest of the group. God bless you, Rudy.
Yes.
Man, if you guys can see too, way cool. You know, it's starting to see these nice little clean points, all the different shades. And I know you guys really can't see like the detail on the screen. And then every time I look at the screen, it seems like everything is focused, but what I want to be focused. Like my head, I can see that I need a haircut is focused, but
Greg said, time to get back in the garage, Rob. Have a great night.
hey, thanks for tuning in, Greg.
And Ozzy said, man, thank you, Rob.
Always, my brother. Hope I see you next week, Ozzy.
Gosh, that's like sweet. TikTok somebody said, man, definitely bad. You know what you do with the after school bike program out there, Rob.
Definitely, it's a team effort, man. There's quite a few of the mentors on. Brother Steve, Rudy, of course, in here, Deja. Even my son's been coming. I don't know who else we got on here that's a mentor.
Someone TikTok said, I have a couple of bobbleheads you designed for the isotopes. Nice work, man.
Appreciate it.
70 people, definitely make sure to like, subscribe for sure.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And then, same thing. What do you think? Should we do a 10% even up?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Hey, we're gonna do two. And sorry if somebody's bought something since we're gonna do a 10% up on the website till 12 tonight. So if you need something, get it. Let me tell you, like I can't express enough. Man, we already have our prices low. They're not already pre-marked up 30%, and then magically have a 30% sale. So get that while you can.
Jerry asked, how many bikes are going to be showing from the school program?
Man,
The reason I'm asking is maybe I can do a donation for some of the bikes for different creativities of all of them.
Man, that would be cool. That would be way cool. Well, let me tell you, I think we're having, what do you think, Grill, like 40?
Yeah, probably like 40.
Yeah, like
bikes,
40.
About 40 bikes.
40 bikes. For sure, Ozzy. Yeah, Deja's coming too.
Ozzy, I gotta make sure Rob doesn't do anything crazy out there.
Yeah.
I'm the paid bodyguard.
The paid bodyguard.
I get paid in breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. Okay, so that one's ready for the...
I ordered too soon.
Oh,
And now.
did it really?
Too soon.
Well, you know what, brother? We will, we'll throw you something in there extra. Anybody that ordered within the last hour before this, which I think it was only, I think Manuel and him and we'll do a giveaway here too. for most of it, it stays like, let's say all the candies, the ready to sprays, anything like that, and they'll last. I can't even tell you. I mean, like a long time. I mean, I have cans of even concentrate that I mean last for years and years. Hardener is the thing that, depending on where it's stored, that will go bad. It'll turn to jelly. And then, of course, I know just depending on what it's in is a huge thing. So,
Chris asked, when are you leaving out of town, bro?
we are leaving Tuesday morning, early.
And what is the shelf life for paint, primer, and clear?
Clear with no hardener in it, the clear will last forever. I mean, I have GAU 82 PPG that's 20 something years old, but the hardener went bad. So, of course, you know, that's. And then paint will stay good for a long time too. Like I say, it's really the hardeners are the only thing that will go bad. Just depending on where you have it stored. So, let's see here.
And Jeremy said, question for Ultra Rudy. What year is the Road King? 05.
05 Road King. Okay. Go ahead.
Ron asked, does the 10% off go for phone orders or just off of the website?
No, it could be up. It could be phone order too, for sure. 100% that. And we'll honor yours. We can even take your order tomorrow, Vlad, since you're New Zealand. Always a tongue roll. New Zealand. Okay, so now I'm. Man, I almost feel like going over all of that with orange.
Or do you want to do the hashtag?
So hashtag, let's do hashtag. Oh, that's a good one.
Hashtag, yeah, Rudy's bike.
Yeah, hashtag Rudy's bike.
All lowercase. Hashtag Rudy's bike. And the winner will get Rudy's bike.
Yeah.
Hashtag Rudy's bike for Rudy's bike.
I'm gonna go over it with some orange. Except for I am going to let me add a little red to it. Rags.
We got 6 new that put into the gravel.
Yeah.
Hashtag Rudy's bike.
I should have said something on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and it's only on YouTube. You guys want to switch over? Date with Rudy, Randy said.
Great, Rudy.
What's happening, Randy? I'm adding a little red to the orange. Just gonna do this last little bit orange. Like I say, the top of the bag, I mean the lids to the bags will be orange with patterns kind of like the top of the tank. with the orange, it doesn't affect the red. When you're layering it like this, I kind of wish I would have added even a little bit more red, but it's all right.
Carlos in Illinois said, "What's up?"
What is happening?
And then Jody said, "Are those candy colors or regular base coat colors?"
No, they're candy. This would be tangerine orange with a little bit of red in it. And then the red is the apple red on the website. We'll let that dry just a second. Like I say, hopefully you guys are able to really, we'll turn on a light here in a minute.
Ryan Grab, what is up? He said, "Long time,
Yeah.
but I'm finally back."
What is happening, my brother Brian?
Hi, Brian.
Well, there we go. Yeah! Dropped live. We'll have to see what damage we did there. Looks good so far on this side. I don't know if you guys got to see that, but we got them set up on these things, and it's like they are kind of rigged. This thing just went bouncy. Press like and share. No, just kidding. Man, that's crazy. Way left out. Of course. Wow. All that plate.
Brad said, "No, that went all too well."
Yep.
Vlad said it's Rudy's bike instead of Rudy's phone tonight.
Yeah!
Oh my god. It'll buff out.
It'll buff out.
Somebody said, "Dang, I felt that in LA, brother."
Man, and I gotta say, let me tell you. Oh, I see, look. Thank God, look. One little thing here, and there might be something underneath, but for the most part, thank you, Jesus.
Adrenaline rush, Randy said.
Yeah.
Randy just hopped on.
That's funny, adrenaline rush, he said.
Woo! How many people just felt their heart drop into their...
No,
It's like a thriller.
I know there's nothing we
It's a
can do.
horror movie.
So,
Infidel said, "Just seeing that sent my blood pressure through the roof."
yeah. Okay, so I want to kind of make sure.
Joey said, "Man, that just adds to the custom work that you do, Rob."
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Rudy jumped on that real quick.
I'm going to kind of go over this a little bit more because this is the last color. Now we're going to get into all the shading. I just kind of want to make sure that it's all consistent.
Audrey said the pin check can cover it right up.
Yep. Pinstriping can cover.
Somebody said, "You're spraying with no mask, Rob."
Now we got the fan sucking pretty quick out of here.
Turn on the slide real quick.
Yeah, watch. Let me, you guys can see. Give it a second. Okay, we'll just leave that on for a minute. Hopefully you guys can see that.
I can see it.
So now we are going to do the shading, and of course, I think the airbrush got left over there. Good shot. That's crazy. It's not in there, huh? So, still pretty wet. All these coats, you got to think we have about 12 coats of material. 3 coats of red, another 3 coats of red, another 3 coats of red, plus 3 coats of orange. To just get all those shades and to deepen up, like I say, all these, the first colors that got shot. And of course now, gonna have to start plucking. It's still a little wet.
Ask what spray gun are you using and what PSI do you recommend?
Don't do PSI. Like I said, just literally it's all by feel. When you're shooting patterns, you know, if you're dialing in, you're gonna need to adjust it towards the fine tip. This has been all white fan material, depending on what you need. I've never did the PSI ever in my life.
We're on that raffle, man. You know what you want to raffle away?
Yeah, let's do another hat. And I'm real shaky. If I can do it, you can do it.
Congratulations!
Who won?
It was Ruth.
All right, Ruth.
Congratulations, Ruth.
Boy, there's a lot of 2-time winners on here.
Big too. There's not even jumping on the raffles.
No. I'm gonna let this dry a minute. It's still pretty wet. Plus we got the AC like pumping in here, so it's not helping either.
We'll see you next week, Ozzy. Good night.
Love you, brother. I get impatient.
What? You? Never.
People ask me to watch paint dry. It's a hard thing. What is that? That's kind of a joke, kind of like sitting watching paint dry. Like the same or something.
I was trying to tell him this. Look.
You gonna die?
Rob, are you gonna put some D's in the public library downtown?
Some D's in the public library.
D's.
I don't know.
Yeah, D's what?
I don't know about anybody else, but it's cold up in this.
We got the AC flowing through here pretty good.
Yeah.
And we need some space.
Some Space Jam, the lo-fi. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that little thing. I'm trying to think.
Did you tell everyone it's Puma's birthday today?
Oh yeah, it's our dog's birthday today. Puma. Puma is 1.
Woo-hoo! Party!
Yeah, don't make her jealous.
Like, I just
Let's
thought
see.
everyone should know. She's very important. Lisa would get it. If Lisa was on, she'd understand. She's a
No, Lisa is not on tonight. Where is Lisa? We need Lisa. Somebody call her. Wake her up, man. So now I'm going to start getting some of the areas ready that I'm going to shade for the shading. Cherry. This is where it's going to start coming to life.
Rob, have you ever shot a black candy before?
I mean, he shot lots of candy over black. Did black, did patterns in charcoal gray, whites, silvers, other shades, then flaked it and then candied over it to where it's like real deep. Okay, so let's see here. Now that's starting to look really good. Okay. Don't forget to like and follow, subscribe, and then don't forget we're running a 10% off sale till 12 tonight. Anything on the website and everything you see we're using you can get from the shop. Okay, this I don't want to take off here. We got to shoot a little black right there for the shading. Same with that, same with that. Now this I can take off.
Turkey said, gotta head to bed. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. Boom, okay. And I'm gonna have to cut this here, but it's still a little wet, so I'm gonna take this one. And pretty much a lot of this, the rest is gonna really start.
Yes.
Thank you. See if we can see this thing fly again. Boy, that was crazy. Let me tell you.
Hey, we could probably get a viral video off just that little clip.
No, really though. Adam, he dropped something too on the live too, and it ended up like probably one of his most viewed.
Oh my gosh. Well,
You got to think anybody like in a lowrider hop, everybody loves to see the car get destroyed.
but
Can I get those chair stands from the shop? Laugh out loud. That is funny. Yeah. Well, these are the
we'll sell them to you.
these are the outdoor chairs.
They're on sale today.
Good night, my brother.
10% off tonight.
Yeah, 10% up tonight.
15% if you want to get them.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll even sign them.
I'll even say.
Brian said I've been AWOL. What are you guys coming up here for?
To Kansas
Yeah, buddy.
for the Lowrider Bike After School Program Conference. It's going to be at Olathe, I think at the Olathe Police Department, maybe. Their new building, I think. We'll do another hat giveaway here too.
You ready for it now?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Let's wait another 10 minutes.
Yes.
Then we got to do the shading, the in and outs, and then
Yeah, double double.
In and out. Is that your favorite burger place, Rob?
no.
In and out. What's your favorite burger place?
That's a very good question. Probably the grill.
NM.
Yeah.
He said, "That's mad, bro. This is my first time watching this."
Who's this?
Just somebody named.
Welcome to the channel.
Rebuild a little there. So this, I'm getting ready so I can do the over and unders. You don't take off everything. I see a lot of people taking off everything. It's all a piece at a time to where you can get to the next layer. Boom, 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 there.
That looks nice.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so let me cut this now. We'll let this do this for a quick second. Now I gotta cut this. too, it's just still real wet, man. Get in there. It's all those multiple coats, one after another, and then, like I said, we got the AC going on in here, so it's not helping. And same thing, it's overlapped here, so I gotta cut.
You said you got the AC going, and I just made a fire in my fire.
That's funny.
And then John says, Rob, are you spraying a 369 for this?
Yep, 369. So it was three apples, 3 more coats of apple, 3 more coats of apple, so 9. Then a coat of tangerine orange, just 3 coats with a little bit of red in it. And then now we're just literally shading. And like I said, I don't use the airbrush that much. You know, we left it at the center. You know, I usually use the gun to do the shading, but I kind of wish I would have had the airbrush for this one.
Fire up that nice. Looking really good. It is popping. No one can take off.
So let me see here. I'm gonna have to go in. There's a couple little pieces. I'll show you where I needed to cut out and I didn't. So we're gonna have to go in and get a little red just in there. This is so easy to do when you got so much patterns going on, crisscrossing through each other. So there's a little spot here that needed to be untaped. It needed to be cut out when I was actually taping the patterns.
Josh and looks so sick.
I'm gonna tape here real quick. I'm gonna tape here. A little section, and then the same thing over here. Just gonna have to shoot a little red. What time are we looking at? 9:42. Hey, brother Luke Paul. I see Luke Paul's on here.
Hey, yo, we
One
just
of
got on.
amazing artists from Farmington area. Amazing graffiti artist. He does a lot of the businesses up there in Bloomfield, Aztec. Okay, boom, boom, boom. That at least. Okay.
So love you, fam.
Definitely appreciate you guys. Okay, so now, like I say, we're gonna be doing. We gotta do these little areas. Before I can untape this, I know you guys can't even really probably see it. Hopefully my iPad don't die. But we need to shade some of these areas. So of course I just shot that. So of course I needed it to dry. But I need to shoot here a little bit. Like I say, it's pretty dry. So like I said, I wish I had the airbrush here. Unfortunately, left it at the center. But I'm going real quick in a few of these little places.
So is Rudy drinking a tall boy?
A tall boy. He's got an energy drink.
You guys got a monster.
Yellow.
There's like multiple trees and crazy potatoes and all kinds of stuff, right? Triple double jitters, power pack.
Okay, these are gonna be easy here. This is gonna be another spot. Like I said, you could come in just with an airbrush in these areas, but I want it to be crisp and clear. So, recycling.
A monster tall boy. To TSA.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that real quick. All of that just for that. Okay, real quick here.
Someone asked when's your next class?
If we do a class, it will be October or November, and that's Denver and Albuquerque. Okay. Now that I did that, I'm able to flip this up. Like I said, it's really hard for you guys to really see. Like this next line, I gotta pull up here, and then this can come off across here. So a lot of people will just pull off all the tape. So it still needs shaded right here. That way you ain't got to come back and retape a bunch of places. You untape smart. If you guys can get what I'm saying.
Someone asked if you had a good suggestion on spray paint cans for like spraying a skateboard.
So, I mean, it depends on what they're doing. They're talking just straight up spray cans or the actual paint in the cans.
I'm assuming they said spray paint. Yeah, suggestions on good spray paint.
Now, take this one. There you go.
Do you ever come to Alabama? I don't think we've ever been
No,
there.
we've never been that way.
We haven't been there, Tom.
Nope. And to do a class, we'd have to, for sure, there would have to be a certain amount of people to make it happen that are interested in that area. And we just got so much going on right now. It's a hard thing. Trust me, I would assume do all kinds of classes, but like I say, we're just so many things going on. So now this, make sure here. All right. We are back.
Let me know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it.
The darn battery. I know my iPad's ready to die too. Give me a second.
Okay, we don't need that. Yeah. Well, right.
You're in like a mirror.
Oh, very good. No worries.
Okay, so now we are going to untape this. I already have it kind of pre-taped.
Don't plug in like that. Just keep the iPad.
Like I say, I think in this,
No, I can.
I'm going to do like we did for the tank. I want to show the tank again, especially to those.
Sherry, bro. remember that.
All of that just to paint a little gold. Okay, gold. I see it right there. Orange. Okay. Okay. White first. I'm going to shoot a little white first, right here. I want to make sure you don't got no leak throughs.
Fat Lex and happy Friday from Florida. I'm in the future, fam.
Yeah. Hey, I like that, Chuck. Of course, that was one of the little pre-taped. Like I always tell you guys, if you're going to mask something up to fill it in, why don't you utilize? So now I'm going to go over this with gold, kind of like, so of course I'll hold up. Let it go dry on there. Okay, let it dry. Calm down.
In the future. Los familia. That's right.
What is happening, my brother Steph? Bakersfield in the house.
Bakersfield. All that take for 10
Yep,
seconds.
exactly, Dio.
Well, where's it?
Let that dry just for a minute because I'm going to probably put one more coat. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, where are we at over here? We might as well start the craziness over
Wait,
here.
look, that's a you're a little late. It's 4 p.m. Friday where I am.
Uh-oh, you've been out time traveled.
Out time travels. So who should I bet for tomorrow? What about the bets I should take?
Okay, so let's see what we're gonna need to do. Right. Hey, give me. Never mind. I see some right here.
Let's do that.
Boom. Just right there.
So are you guys also on TikTok tonight?
Yeah, we're on TikTok,
And
Instagram, Facebook. So let's do another giveaway. If you are on TikTok or you're on any of those and you want to win the giveaway, you got to go to YouTube. We'll give you a few minutes. Rob Vanderslice on YouTube. Go to it, like and subscribe. We're going to give away a Vanderslice shop hat.
What is the? What's the raffle? Hashtag.
Let's give them though. Let's give anybody on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok if they want to come over to YouTube.
I can still pay it in.
Okay, so let me do. How are we looking over here? Okay, we are trying up to put another coat, and then we're gonna call it a day on this one. There we go. We did a slice, dice, 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 slice, slice. Now we are going to.
Yes, that the low tack height is very helpful when doing powder.
This is way.
Steps we're actually going to follow you on TikTok.
Right on. Thank you. Yeah, please follow. Let me tell you, any of you people on TikTok, please, whatever it is on TikTok, what do you do? Like or subscribe or whatever it is. I'm out of the loop because I only got. I mean, I've been on. I don't know what it is. I'm stuck at like 2,000 followers or something on TikTok. Yeah. So let's get that up.
Alex said you should do hashtag drop bag.
Drop the bag. Hey, we will. But give it. We'll wait another 4 minutes. That's a good one. In fact, I should have waited till I could transfer all of this over here. Forgive it. Recycle.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Here. Spicy. Gosh, it's so good.
It's time to recycle. I knew everybody. I'm one of those. I'm like everybody hates Chris. Huh? I'm like everybody hates Chris, Terry Lewis. I'm that dad. No. There's 15 cents left chicken on that chicken bone. Okay. So now I gotta just go right here with a little bit of the black right here. Make sure that we've got. Bam. Recycle. Boom. Come on, don't twist. Okay. Boom. Okay, now here's where we pull up the last piece of tape here. Bam. Okay. Here, let's do that.
Raffle?
Let's do that raffle. And then, like I say, everybody, 10% off till 12 o'clock on the website, VandersliceCustomShop.com with the K, because we ain't tripping and tripping. But, so yep, Lauren's already got it. Drop, except for how are we spelling it? You already got it? Everybody's already doing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Terry, let's see. So here it goes. Dejan's gonna spin the wheel or whatever we do. Laugh out loud. Spin the wheel, break the deal. What is that from? 2-man enter, 1-man leave. Yeah, break dancing. What he said. That's a whole nother one. Come on, somebody's got to know. Spin the wheel.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, right. That's whack, man.
What?
No, what? Who can guess what I just said? Let's see.
Oh, is that this guy? Oh, that's good. He deserved it.
Yeah, brother Steph.
Yeah, he
Bada
followed
boom,
us on
bada
TikTok.
bing.
Yeah.
There we go. My brother from Bakersfield.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Congratulations!
And you ought to see Steph's work, man. He does some awesome work. Does paint patterns. Okay, boom. So Ruth and Steph win. So I'm going to we'll finish spraying these blacks here. And I want to hold the tank up against it. Kind of show you guys, but in the meantime, let me there. Make sure we don't got no leak throughs. Boom, boom, boom. We're good there. We're good there. Okay. So let me. Okay. All a little piece at a time before we can move to the next little piece. Okay, same thing here.
Hello, Mel.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. Yeah, we'll put it. We can even set it right here for now. I just want to show you. Okay. Yeah, and of course, yeah, I'll show you just a second. It's kind of in the background, huh? Slightly.
Yeah. Let me see. Not on the YouTube.
That right. It's yeah, slightly.
A little bit, yeah, it's all right. We'll take some butt here. Let's see. Okay. So now this. I hope I cut right here already. Okay.
Looking good.
Perfect. Okay. Gotta get right here. Okay. Now I gotta get this little spot before I can untake all of this. Okay. Now I can untape this.
Peter said good night. Family, thank you again for the knowledge. Safe travels next week.
Hey, appreciate you, Dio. Thank you too, brother. Let me tell you, we appreciate you.
Love you, dear.
Yep, love you, brother. What time is it? 10:20. Okay. Okay. Here. We go there. We got that. We got that up there. Now we need to get this one up here. I think we're pretty much ready. Yep.
Well, Candy Crumb just hopped on too on TikTok.
Pablo, what is happening, my brother?
Craziest paint work in the custom paint game, he said.
Man, well, I appreciate the love, brother, but much props to you too. Always love and respect you, my brother. You are definitely one of the best in the business. And always appreciate your love, brother. If you guys don't, of course, everybody knows Pablo, Candy and Chrome. He came and did a job here in Albuquerque. Like, man, I can't even tell you. That would be, man, 14 years ago. Something like that. When he did come, man, you talk about respect. The shop that he was at, he asked, hey, does anybody know Rob Vanderslice? And they're like, yeah, for sure. And he said, well, man, I'd like to meet him. And we went to go eat lunch together. Definitely a blessing. That's what it's all about, having that respect for other painters instead of hating on each other.
Aaron Gonzalez says, what up, family? I am late, but I am here.
Yeah, buddy.
Press watching you. In the hospital bed.
My brother Aaron. Okay, so we're pretty much almost there too. We got maybe another like 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. Another hour. Rudy said he's hanging out for another hour.
Reyes left said, true that, Rob. People sticking together. And Aaron said, I'm going to say this wrong. Turns out that I have sepsis.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That would be like what I thought, kind of almost like all it is. That's crazy, Aaron.
Yeah, he's on here.
That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let me actually get one of my recycled pieces. Hopefully we can. Of course not, because it's the other direction. But let's see. That's crazy. Yep. Recycle. We need to get somebody to DoorDash some tubs of ice cream overnight.
Just that sounds amazing.
Tubs.
It's cute.
Hey,
No.
somebody donated it. I'll drive.
I'll drive.
Yeah.
Alexi said he will drive for ice cream.
Yeah, I'll pick them up on behalf of those people.
The Great Divide.
You got ice cream with you?
I know, yeah, for sure. Brahms. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Who got to see the bag go down tonight? Rudy did. It was a setup. Rudy set it up like that. He pulled a string and it fell off. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to shoot a little bit of the white. Then I want to kind of lift up the tank so you guys can see it compared to this. Make sure there's no leak throughs.
Looking good.
No leak throughs. Don't want no leak throughs. Little bit of white. Okay.
Ethan got some good evening, pal.
Brother Eve. Brother Evening. Brother, Brother Ethan. Brother Evening. Oh my gosh.
You tell it the brother evening.
You know, huh?
He said, I said, I
Evening,
seen it
brother.
live. I seen it live.
Man, that was crazy.
I see you in it.
We'll have to Deja and Lante have to try to get the what's it called? The replay,
Yep.
the instant replay. Those is like I said, I know Adam dropped something that Adam was doing, and like I say, that was his biggest hit. People like to see damage. Like I know a lot of people, younger people wouldn't even know what a demolition derby is. Man, I used to love those, man.
I said, man, when it dropped, I got that Billy Rob. You know, like when the pump pulls up behind you.
Yeah, that's funny, Chuck. We're gonna do the gold over this little area too. Let me do a couple coats. Of course, you know me, I'm a little happy I should be letting that dry, but of course I don't. So, of course, I want to wait for both of them to be done before I show the tank. And then I think while we're doing this, I want to get a little bit of the 500 just to shoot over it since we're not going to be clearing tonight. But to where.
What will the 500 do?
Just to protect him, just a kind of little bit of a shine.
I'm confident. Maybe not beautiful, Rob.
Boom, boom, boom. Speaking of that, can somebody grab? I need 870 and 500. If you guys could. I know you guys are kind of trapped.
870 what?
8 reducer. The 870 reducer and 500. $500. Okay. Boom. Like that so quick. I wish I could flip them over because the pattern's designed to see, of course, the other way. Yeah. Oh, very. And then I need 870 reducer. Oh, yeah, you gave it to me.
He said, by the way, Rob, that paint ready to spray is great, awesome coverage.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Dave. Really appreciate it, brother. Send some pics of what you're working on, my brother.
And Calvin asked, is the 500 the same as PPG DS 500?
Yes, the DBC 500. But you get a whole gallon versus only a quart. Laugh out loud. You will love it, Calvin. I mean, love, love. It's one of my favorite things. Like, you see all this work. A lot of other intercoats, when we're peeling all of these lines, these sharp lines, man, it'll peel. They'll get lots of peeling. Snap.
Jason, I definitely will. And said, for a minute, I thought you were bringing in the mixer. It looks like a party over there.
Yeah. Okay. One more bounce. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do just one more coat. Holy Moses. That was stuck on there. Okay. Bam. Okay. Wait until we do this. Okay, and then
Jerry, Greg, good evening, everybody. I just got home from taking care of my grandkids. God bless you all forever.
love you, brother Jerry. Come on. Okay, so now I'm gonna black this last little area. We'll untape this. We'll shoot some just a little bit of the 500 on it. And I'm gonna hold up the tank so you guys can kind of see it. Because like I said, I still got to shoot the front part of the bag, and it's gonna go orange, kind of like the top of the tank, which I'll show you. Boom. You go. Thank you. Don't forget. Leaks too, of course. Up there, just all that stuff. One little crack right there. One little leak too. Don't forget 10% up till midnight. Of course, if you're somewhere else, it'll be more like 2 in the morning. Because like Fat Lack and Vlad said, it is already in New Zealand. It's in the afternoon.
It's pretty.
It is literally, it would be 12:30 in Florida, where Chuck's at. Come on. We definitely appreciate you guys tuning in.
That's in Michigan. It's 12:34.
Same thing, yep. Crazy. Now we've been getting a few customers from Michigan. There's been a few. And on that little leak through, you can't even tell. A little bit right there.
I can tell.
Once you see, you can tell. If you do have any little leak throughs too, any places where it seeped in, you can always go back and scrape it with the razor blade. Let me tell you, that is so important. So many people will do some amazing patterns, but they won't go back and spend the time to clean up all of the little leak throughs, the bleed throughs, and that'll make it or break it. So, okay, so let me kind of position this. Let's fall easy again. Not that loud.
Follow my YouTube for custom guidance. Hopefully, have some how-to videos soon. I've been paid for 20 plus years. So Rod does some killer work and is an inspiration.
Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it, brother.
And then, Rod, do you guys have products at Coast and Air Garage?
No. So I am going to this out real quick. Where's our little light control? I always call it a rabbit, but it's a bear. We really don't have mixed houses.
I can grab you a new roll.
Mixed house?
Yeah.
Oops.
It's
It's all right. So, we're good. Yeah, I'm good. Yep. Okay, so I always want to dust it on too first, because it's so easy to put it on wet and watch it sag into the candy sag into the silver. I'm just putting this on for a protective coating because we still have to do this side here and the whole back, and that's going to end up going orange. The back fender is going to go orange. I'm just putting kind of a mist coat first. This is just straight up 500 color blender. An amazing product. You can put your flake in it, shoot your flake with it, you can with it. From the website, 160 something, like 64 for a gallon. And it would be compared to the DBC 500.
Looking absolutely amazing as always.
I appreciate it.
Brian dropped a good night. Glad to see you live again. Lots of love.
Lots of love to you, brother Brian, too.
Somebody said on TikTok, we'll be hearing about you for hundreds of years, bro.
Yeah.
Picasso Rod.
Definitely appreciate the love. TikTok family, Instagram family, Facebook family.
It was a good evening, Rob. I finally caught a live. And that back Rob, these guys have bikers in your coat also.
Yes, that's what I'm shooting right now.
That's what somebody else is spraying in your coat.
Yep. I'm just putting a couple coats on it because, like I say, we still got to do the backside. And then I'm going to hold up the tank to it. And then we're going to pretty much spray our way out.
It's so dope to see your work, Rob.
Hey, thank you. I really,
Dude.
really appreciate the love.
And then is the airport installation thing done already? I definitely want to check that out one day.
We haven't even started it. Still waiting on like all the approvals. From the mayor. This is only a 0.8 tip, so that's why I'm kind of going back over it a few times real quick. Like I say, this is just inner coat clear, color blender, base coat clear, whatever you want to call it, candy carrier, the 50,000 definitions. So let me, like you can see, I did pretty much a mirror image. Now, of course, let me hold the tank up to it. So, of course, the tank, let's see, dusty, but, huh? No, it's all right. Good night, Kelvin. God bless. So, of course, the bike is going orange all across the top. The whole front of the bike is gold. Rudy, you want to hold that finger? Come over there if you want. So the whole front goes from gold, then to the tank, gold, and then the top orange, and then of course back to red towards the back, like you see. And then of course this little front middle pattern, which is the gold in here, is red on this, and it's gold in this. And of course, these bags are flipped upside down. So I can't wait to see it. In other words, when the bike's coming at you, you know, it'll be gold from the front, like I say. And then, of course, going back to orange. So it's coming out slowly but surely, something different. So definitely appreciate you guys. Let's definitely pray. Like I say, 10% off at the website till 12 o'clock. And we might even keep it till morning time, but that's off everything. Tapes, clears, merch, whatever, shirts, whatever it is. We appreciate you guys tuning in, especially I know we got TikTok, we got Instagram, Facebook, my YouTube family. Really appreciate you guys. We will not be live next Thursday, but we will the following Thursday, hoping that we will end up doing the lids, and hopefully we'll be getting this thing pretty close to getting at least this part finished. But let's pray out, definitely. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. First and foremost, we just thank you for another day. Thank you for waking us up today, Lord. I know a lot of us fall short every single day, Lord. We just thank you for your mercy, for your grace. I lift up those people that don't know you, Lord, that they would know that you are real. I'm evidence of that, Lord, that you are still in the business of changing lives. So I lift up anybody on here struggling with addiction, anybody just struggling in general, Lord, or just going through trials and tribulations, that they would surrender their life to you, Lord. So we just thank you. I just thank you for my extended family. Thank you for the gifts and the talents that you've given us to make things look beautiful and to be able to provide for our family. And we just thank you, Lord. In Jesus Christ's name, we pray. Now, we love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Great night, great weekend. We love you, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Good night.